the Class A Barber Practical Haircutting Service. Go ahead and remove your setup from your kit and always ensure that you reclose that bag. And before you start to remove all your tools from your bag, make sure that you sanitize. And go ahead and proceed with removing all your tools from the bag. All the materials required will be at the end of this video. Dispose of that bag and sanitize. And let's begin the hair cutting service. We're going to go ahead and start by applying our neck strip. And then our cape right over. And we're going to lock that cape in with some T-pins. And biggest piece of advice I can give you here is don't use these T-pins on an actual client. So before we start our hair cutting service, we're going to go ahead and perform a scalp analysis. Splitting the hair horizontally and make sure that you section all around the head. And for shorter lengths, you can run your comb against the grain. We're looking for any abrasions, scalp irritations, or any open wounds. Or gum, you never know, they could have a piece of gum stuck in their hair. We're gonna go ahead and begin with a free hand against the nape. Just make sure that you remove at least 1 inch of hair. Here I'm obviously doing a lot more than just 1 inch. And notice how I'm scooping out as I get up to the occipital. Once I get to the occipital, then I'm going to use clipper over comb technique. And from here, I'm basically going to clipper over comb all the way up to the parietal ridge. Remember, State Board isn't looking for the blurriest fade out there. They're more so looking for confidence behind the tools and you remaining sanitary at all times. So once we're done with the back, the nape, all the way up to the parietal, we're going to approach the side by creating a vertical section right above the parietal ridge. And then from here, I'm going to go ahead and clip that, get that out of my way, and clipper over comb the whole side. And truth be told, I could have shortened this mannequin for State Board even more, so I'm not cutting off as much there. Again, they just want to see at least 1 inch of hair come off. Notice I'm just connecting the sides. And then from there, same thing that I did on the nape, I'm going to do on that temple. I'm going to go ahead and freehand. And go ahead and do the exact same thing on the opposite side, creating that section right above the parietal ridge, clipper over combing the whole side, and then freehanding that temple. From here, I'm going to go ahead and saturate. Grab my faded culture 6-inch shears, which you can find at fadedculture.com in case you're curious. And I'm going to go ahead and start connecting that crown. Just grabbing sections and creating layers. And from here, I'm going to create a profile section about as wide as my comb. For this particular cut, I'm going to go ahead and do a brush back. So grabbing my first section and then just moving my way back. Grabbing a little piece of what I previously cut along with a new section and using that as my guide. It's that simple, so just work your way all the way back. And once you're done working your way all the way back, go ahead and grab horizontal sections, and you can clearly see my profile section as my guide right there to the left, and proceed with just matching that. And now we have a guide that's going to help us trim the rest of the top. And remember, after 3 or so horizontal sections, you're gonna wanna grab vertical sections and just cross-check that. So I got up to about my midpoint from the top. Here I'm just cross-checking. And then proceed with horizontal sections moving forward. Grabbing my last section. Once I'm done with that, I'm gonna go ahead and resaturate, split my profile section down the middle, move it to my opposite side so I can have my guide. And you'll see as I grab a horizontal section from the back, you can clearly see the guide again. And do the same thing after every 3 or so horizontal sections. Go ahead and cross check. And then after that, I'm just gonna go ahead and connect the rest of the top to the sides, splitting it down the middle. Notice how as I work towards the front, I'm pulling more out towards me. And there's our brush back. Next up, we're gonna grab our trimmer and clean up around the ear. Square off the nape. Make sure that you are using your arching technique around the ear. They definitely wanna see that. And lastly, grab your shears and tighten up any details on that fade. And I'm gonna perform my shear over comb technique all around the head. Make sure that you don't leave this one out. They're gonna be looking for this one. You're pretty much done with the haircut service as a whole. And once you're done, go ahead and discard of all your tools except for a cutting comb. Then go ahead and sanitize, sweep your station, watch the floor for any of these, and raise your hand.